Okay, so this is part two, and there was an issue, unfortunately, with the memory card going on there. And I have reviewed the footage, which I thought was important to note, and it did get stuck, as you might have spotted. Do apologise for all the ums and ers. I consciously try and avoid doing that in any video. In this instance, I think people wouldn't actually do it as you're trying to figure stuff out. I wasn't also pointing at things. This side should be the good side, so we'll just see if this does run down again. So I picked up those four letters and I did check some other words if it's possible. The only words I could get was cop and lap in that instance. So cop would give me a score. Let's see where the CO is again, or that I can get that wrong in the first place. Here it is. So we've got 27 points and we have 15, so that's 42. Now, there could be a case whereby you did C and maybe there's an OP out there, in which case you can do the better of those two. The other word I got was lap, which was 57 and 15. So that makes 72 and the other one is 42. So that gives me a combined score of 114. So I write down 114 and then the round proceeds again. And the advantage is, of course, each time we're getting new letters out, I would recommend putting down the first 8, the next 4, etc. I just think it'll help you probably with your scoring. In terms of number of players, it doesn't matter too much, but because you're all wanting to kind of look at it from the same perspective, you could all stand. I think that having 4 notepads seems to make quite a lot of sense for the number of players, because the writing isn't small by any means. I just think it's useful to, if you want to write something down, it's probably better for something like this to do it sat down. Aside from that, I think we've covered everything else off. The letters, the right kind of size and shape, they do stand out for the board slightly as well, especially if you are sat down, which I think makes that big important difference. In this instance, I'm going to keep the piece of paper together. I think it's quite nice to do that, and also the fact that we can use it double-sided. In terms of knowing what letters to go for, trying to get that in your mind will improve over time, because the more times you play it, and of course, the more times you're playing with other people, the easier it will be. I also didn't use a bag on this instance. I did just get them from that plastic bag, and you saw me struggling slightly with it, but of course there will be this in future, which, as I said, is much better. And I've already had some lovely comments back from you guys about, seeing how that works out. So this is FReNeTiC. And yeah, it's FReNeTiC in the sense that you have a certain amount of time. The timer didn't have a problem in that instance, but I'll keep an eye out on if it is just one-sided that's causing it. So words I look to put together in future, and hope you found that useful, and perhaps obviously learning it from the rulebook in this instance was very easy, but regardless, it's a way of actually having somebody else take their view. So thank you very much, and enjoy the next one.